In the shadow of an oak where the wildflowers lie, first saw her laughing under sapphire skies. Her hair danced with the wind, that old porch swing. Memories like dust on my worn out jeans. The sun dipped low, in her eyes aglow, set the world ablaze. The dreams only we know. The swing closed her eyes, now the stars don't shine. Empty trails, her whispers cling to pines. Every sunset bleeds the colors she once drew. In this heart, her absence whispers through. Years flew like the leaves in the autumn air. That swing grew old, the oak stood bare. Cabins quiet where laughter once played, only echoes of footsteps that slowly fade. Where once was a fire, now lies cold ash. Her scarf in my hands, under heaven's vast. The swing closed her eyes, now the stars don't shine. Empty trails, her whispers cling to pines. And every sunset bleeds the colors she once drew. In this heart, her absence whispers through. On this gravel road where our dreams once roamed, I wander with the ghost in silence alone. The prairie sings a lonesome, heartfelt tune under the same old moon she loved in June. The swing closed her eyes, now the stars don't shine. Empty trails, her whispers cling to pines. As the night seals the edges of the lonely sky, my soul knows some echoes never die. So here I roam where memories and winds collide. The swing closed her eyes and part of me died in the twilight haze. Her laughter softly fades on this endless road where our past serenade. Shadows creep along the creek where willows weep. There's a stone where the cold wind moans. In the town that the world forgot, we carved our names, young lovers claim. Under the skies where my heart lies, with the promise of sunrise painted on your smile. But the grave said nothing, just echoed my cries as the wind played sad on the old porch chimes. Your scarf still holds the scent of rain, and my heart rides alone on a lonesome plain. Turn, the wildfires burn, and I rode past our fading trails where laughter hung the rafters high. Now empty cabins lost to time, the saddles worn, my spirits torn, on gravel roads where silence buds, and the sunset bleeds into the corners of my mind. The grave said nothing, just echoed my my cries as the wind swept dust where the old dog lies. Your scarf still holds the scent of rain, and my heart rides alone, forever stained. That we once knew. In the hush of twilight's embrace, I find the faintest trace of you. And the grave said nothing, won't tell me why. Every goodbye echoed under that twilight sky. Your scarf, a shroud of memories, as I wander alone where you once wandered with me. Yeah, the grave said nothing, but in the silence I know I'm bound to these shadows where wild roses grow.
On the ridge where the oak trees shadow the dusty trail, my hat tipped low hid the eyes that once told tales. There's a scarf you left, it's faded red by the porch of pine. A whisper to the wind, your laugh trails off, no longer mine. But the hat said nothing as the sky bled its gold. Silence lay heavy where our stories once boldly told. With each setting sun, like a curtain call closing tight, the hat said nothing but held your shadow in the light. There's an empty cabin where the gravel roads wear thin. I trace my steps, but they don't lead me back to where we begin. The saddle's worn, the leather cracks like the dry riverbed. Each stirrup swing a reminder of all the words we never said. The hat said nothing as the sky bled its gold. Silence lay heavy where our stories once boldly told. With each setting sun, like a curtain call closing tight, the hat said nothing but held your shadow in the light. Underneath the weeping willow, I finally understand. The branches bow in sorrow to the rhythms of the land. Each leaf that falls, a memory lost to time and to youth, a silent testament to the quiet, enduring truth. The hat said nothing as twilight took its claim. Stars peering down, somehow knowing your name. In the quiet of the plains, where the cold whispers roam, the hat said nothing, but it whispered you home. So it goes under the vast unyielding night. The hat says nothing, but feels everything in the fading light.
out where the oak tree marks the bend. Underneath that western sky, we carved our names, swore our love would never end. In the shadow of July, old porch creaking, whispers in the breeze. That dusty road knew all our dreams. Here on this lost trail left behind, memories like ghost towns fill my mind. Every sunset's a shade of her eyes. Tears fall like rain from these dusty skies. This heart rides alone, the past it can't rewind. On this lost trail, this lost trail left behind. Years roll like thunder through these hills, echoes of her laughter in the wind. Faded scarf she left on the windowsill, each threadbare strand a whisper of what's been. The cabin's empty, like the space beside me, where she used to lie. My dreams now reside quietly. Here on this lost trail left behind, memories like ghost towns fill my mind. Every sunset's a shade of her eyes. Tears fall like rain from these dusty skies. This heart rides alone, the past it can't rewind. On this lost trail, this lost trail left behind. Sometimes the heart's a lonesome rider, chasing shadows, but the night's just hide her. And these whispers in the gust of prairie wind speak of a love that won't come around again. Here on this lost trail left behind, gravel roads stretch out with no sign. I keep riding where the stars no longer find the man I was when she was mine. Here on this lost trail, forever confined. I'm just a shadow on the lost trail left behind. On this lost trail, this lost trail left behind.
Out here where the oak trees meet the sky, found an old cabin where our love did lie. Underneath the porch, our initials still deep in the wood, in the shadows where old secrets keep. Oh, my heart wears the cloth of the dusty trail. As the goodbye letter fades, the past turns pale. Sunset burns like the love we knew, gone with the wind, where the wild horses flew. I remember her scarf hanging on that rusty nail. Now just like the empty roads, it's lost frail. The saddle where we like the solitary echo of our old love affair. Oh, my heart wears the cloth of the dusty trail. As the goodbye letter fades, the past turns pale. Sunset burns like the love we knew, gone with the wind where the wild horses flew. Beneath the weeping willow shade I lay my dreams. The creek sings softly of lost loves and schemes. Every whispering wind across the gravel worn speaks of a rodeo queen. My heart forever torn. Oh, my heart wears the scars of the dusty trail. As the goodbye letter fades neath the moonlight pale, stars above the plains guide this lonesome ride, past memory's shadows where old loves abide. As the night whispers and the cold sets in, I know that in these hills part of me still spins. Goodbye letter fades, but her memory stays, like the ghost of a waltz in those golden days.
Underneath the shadow of an age-old oak, where whispers of the wild wind used to speak, there lies a gravel path where we once roamed, now just fading tracks beside the creek. You wore a scarf of blue eyes full of dreams. We planned our lives on that old wooden porch, but time, like silent thieves, stole all but screams, left me riding alone with a flickering torch. On this timeless road now washed away, the rains came down, swallowed up our days. Your laughter's echo I chase in vain, like sunsets bleeding in a sky of gray. Where did you go? My heart's refrain on this timeless road washed away. Mountains stand unchanged by the year's flight, but not those little cabins where love's light burned bright. Your hand in mine, see nothing could tear us apart. Now it's but a dusty saddle, an empty heart. The evenings when the world turned a softer hue, we'd count the stars, the future seemed so true. But town lights dimmed and so did what I thought I knew. Left wandering these trails, cloaked in twilight dew. On this timeless road now washed away, the rains came down, swallowed up our days. Your laughter's echo I chase in vain, like sunsets bleeding in a sky of gray. Where did you go? My heart's refrain on this timeless road washed away. Maybe love's a ghost town, faded and old, haunted by memories in the silence they told. I ride through the whispers where our past sleeps cold, searching for a treasure in the heart I still hold. On this timeless road forever washed away, I find you in the breeze in the dusk's last ray. Though you're gone, my love won't sway, echoes of you linger in the winds that fray. Where did you go? My heart forever to say, on this timeless road, eternally washed away. And so I ride love under these weeping skies, every sunset, every dust trail, your memory never dies.
Out where the oak shadow lays long on the ground, I found her scarf by that old ghost town. The sun dipped low like it knew her name, painted her memory across the plains in flame. Lost trail sank where we used to ride, underneath the stars, I've got nowhere to hide. The wind whispers secrets in a language that's dead. Oh, how I wish I could forget what she said. Years roll by like thunder across a dry sky. That old porch creaks with my lonesome sigh. The cabin's empty, the fire's long cold. Dust covers dreams and youth feels old. The lost trail sank where we used to ride, underneath the stars, I've got nowhere to hide. Whisper secrets in a language that's dead. Oh, how I wish I could forget what she said. By the riverbed, the water still knows the reflection of her face in the afterglows. My saddle's worn, torn too. In the silence of the rain, all I see is you. Lost trail sank where our loved ones lay. Gravel roads and sunsets now just lead me astray. I ride along with the dust biting cold. Lost trail sank, but the story's all told. A trail once etched in the land and my heart, now just a path where shadows start. Lost trail sank, and with it my soul. In this wild land loves a tale too old. In the shadow of the hollow oak, where whispers dwell on winds that spoke, lies a cabin walls of weathered sighs. Under vast unending skies, we carved our names in that old wood door. Promised love and so much more. Now it's just me and this dusty trail, with your scarf in my pocket frail. Empty bed hides under stars so wide, in a room where the ghost of your perfume abides. Lonely heart rides through the sunset's cries, past the porch where our dreams tied. Now love subsides. Time's cruel hands tore a map in two, left me wandering in boots worn through rivers. Rising meadows they fade, just like the vows we softly made. Rains wash the trails where laughter rang. The silence drowns the sparrows sang. In a spin of dust you slipped right through, left me with a view askew. Empty bed hides under stars so wide, in a room where the ghost of your perfume abides. Lonely heart rides through the sunset's cries, past the porch where our dreams tied. Now love subsides. On this old porch I see horizons bleed. Memories of you, they're all I read. An echo of a whisper in the evening's chill tells me that I love you, guess I always will. So this empty bed hides beneath the moon's soft lights, and I'm singing to the stars about the love that died. But this heart still rides where the wild wind bites, on a trail that's forever with you by my side. Oh, empty bed hides, empty bed hides.
On the outskirts of a dream, by the shadow of an oak, I trace the lines of laughter where your scarf once gently spoke. Underneath that aging porch, where the old wood barely stands, my boots still stir the dust up like your fingers through my hands. But love said nothing as the silence filled the air, just the creaking of the saddle and a whisper of despair. The sunset bleeds like fire on horizons turning thin. Love said nothing, leaving me to the mercy of the wind. Those gravel roads we wandered, now just pathways to the past. The cabin stands abandoned, like the shadows that we cast. Rain taps on the rooftop, like the rhythms of your grace. But it's just the lonely heartbeat in this empty, quiet place. Love said nothing as the darkness hugged the light, just the echo of your footsteps merging with the coming night. The stars above like watchers to a tale that's wearing thin. Love said nothing, leaving me to the mercy of the wind. And oh, how the prairies remember us, every laugh woven through the grass, every tear a drop of rain turning trails to mud and glass. But as the moon climbs the back of the hills where once our dreams did soar, I find solace in the silence, though it pains me evermore. Love said nothing, not a farewell or a sigh, just the turning of the earth and the aching of the sky. Now I ride through fading trails where our memories have thinned. Love said nothing, but I still feel everything.
Hush of dawn by the old oak tree where the scarves of mist hide the mountains neath. I heard her laugh wild as a creek where the bluebell sang and the pines would speak. Her voice like a path through forgotten ways in the golden dust of our yesterdays. Oh, her voice walked away with the westward wind, left me a shadow in the dust, and underneath that white star sway, her whisper lingers, then fades away. Now the porch swings lonely, the cabin's bare, gravel roads lead to who knows where. The rains came through and the curtains tore, the laughter faded, won't grace no more. From the saddle to the saloon's dim light, every trail turns to her in the night. Oh, her voice walked away with the westward wind, left me a shadow in the dust, and underneath that white star sway, her whisper lingers, then fades away. On a lonesome trail by the river's bend, I reckon time might heal or pretend, but the oak still stands and the wind still roams where her memory dances and my heart still roams. Yes, her voice walked away with the westward wind, now just echoes in the songs I've penned. But deep in the canyons, past the fading light, her melody stirs the birds in flight. So I'll ride these plains neath the endless gray, where her voice walked away, where her voice walked away.
out by the old willow, where the creek sings to stones, I left my heart hanging on the post of her home. My boots on the porch, dusty, worn, and bereaved. They've seen miles untold, but it's here they watched me leave. Oh, those boots watched me leave, through the dust and the dead leaves. Echoes of her laughter in the breeze. The horizon holds my dreams, but my soul, it just clings to the ghost of her whisper 'neath the old oak trees. Town's just a shadow where our love used to dance. Now ain't nothing but the wind. Got a second chance. The saddle's worn thin like the scarf she gave me. Left it hanging on a nail in the shack by Dead Man's Leave. Yes, those boots watched me leave, past the chapel, past the grief. Sunset's bleeding like my heart in disbelief. Every gravel road whispers, every star's a deceit, telling tales of a love now just dust and a thief. There's a truth in the quiet when the prairie grass sways, in the songs of the night, in the old bygone days. If love is a land vast and wild and free, then I'm lost in its borders, where her memory's the key. Still those boots watch me leave, never once did they plead. Silent sentinels of a love, now a faded decree. And I wander these lands where my heart can't retrieve the love and the life that these boots watched me leave. So I'll walk on under skies vast and heat, where my boots silent still watch me grieve.
The fire's low, the coffee's cold. My boots sit still, my hands feel old. This porch has held me through the years, through desert dust and midnight tears. The hills out west still call my name, though I can't ride them quite the same. I've carved my soul in red clay ground, where ghosts of brothers still hang round. Before I ride one last time, let me breathe this prairie rhyme. Let me see the light through these. Let me feel her touch in autumn breeze. I won't cry when shadows fall. I've lived it full, I've seen it all. Just lay my hat near that old pine before I ride one last time. I kissed a girl in Abilene. She wore spring in 17.
We danced in barns, we burned the dark, and life took her on a different arc. I've broken bones and I broke bread with men who now ride stars instead. But every trail, each scar and flame made me more man than I could name. Before I ride one last time, let me hear a lonesome chime of church bells out in county wide, where I once prayed and once lied. Let me see that boy I was, running wild, loving just because. Then close my eyes, give me the sign to ride beyond this final line. If you find my boots left by the fence, don't cry for me, don't build suspense. I've gone to where the wild runs free, where horses fly and hearts don't bleed. Before I ride one last time, I leave this land, this heart, this spine, to every soul who called me kin, to every love I let slip in. When that sunrise paints the sky, don't mourn, don't ask me why. Just raise a glass and let me shine, 'cause I was a cowboy till the end of time.
Said the stars looked closer that night as we lay under paper lights. Your hand found mine without a word, and time forgot how to move forward. No promises, no plans to keep, just borrowed dreams we let run deep. We fell asleep in love, not knowing what we'd wake up from. Two hearts just passing through, but for a while mine beat for you, like a whisper in a crowded song. We were right, but not for long. You liked your tea without the sugar. I like the way you read in murmurs. The clock was kind, it let us be lost in our soft simplicity. No need to ask for more than now. We built a home inside a cloud. We fell asleep in love, like autumn leaves we rose above. Two strangers wrapped in something true, even if we always knew that some good things don't stay long. Still in that night we both belong. Now the echoes fade, but not the tune. I still hum you under the moon. Maybe we were just a song that didn't need to last too long. We fell asleep in love, no ending line, no push, no shove. No need to cry for what we missed. Some stories end with just a kiss. if I see you down the road, I'll smile at all the love we wrote.
In the gold wash of dust neath the old oak shade, I found a smile in the summer scorching blaze. Her laugh a stream running wild, pure and clear, in a town too small for the dreams we shared here. The porch creaked under whisper secrets at night. The stars lit her eyes holding promises tight. Her smile burns like the sun on the plains, leaving shadows where nothing remains. Through the dust and the wind, I still yearn for the flame of her smile that forever will burn. But seasons turn as they always must do. Old trails fade and the wild winds blow. From the saddle I've seen 1,000 sunsets alone, each a memory of a love that's flown. Empty cabins, gravel roads where we'd roam, now just echoes of a heart that's lost its home. Her smile burns like the sun on the plains, leaving shadows where nothing remains. Through the dust and the wind, I still yearn for the flame of her smile that forever will burn. Under the vast sky I've come to understand every whisper of rain, every grain of sand speaks her name in a land so wide and so grand. Yet her touch is a memory slipping like strands. Her smile burns in the quiet of the night, a lone star in the dark burning ever so bright. As I wander these roads, a lost soul's solemn spurn, her smile's a ghost fire in which I'll always burn. The trail stretches out and still her smile burns.
In the shadow of the oak, where wild roses thrive, we carved our names, young and alive. Sunset burned gold on your flowing hair, the smell of summer rain hung in the air. But love flew with the autumn leaves, drifted off on a prairie breeze. Underneath that old oak tree, you and the wind took all of me. The old porch swing hangs quiet and still, echoes of laughter against my will. Your scarf still lies on the dusty trail where once we walked now just a pale, lonely cabin, walls lined with paint. I walk these rooms, call your name. Gravel crunches underfoot alone. This winding path, no longer home. Love flew with the autumn leaves, drifted off on a prairie breeze. Underneath that old oak tree, you and the wind took all of me. By the riverside where the water bends, I find the courage where your love ends. Saddle worn, heart torn in the fading light, whispers of you in the stars at night. Wind left me here to ache, to mend beneath that oak on sacred ground. Your ghost in every sight and sound. Love flew with you.
In the shadow of the oak by the old wooden gate, where the sunset paints gold on her hair, we carved our names young and unafraid in the heart of a world without care. The breeze whispers secrets like a ghost in the night, under stars that now seem too far to reclaim. Every whisper of the wind, a memory of light, and the flame of what was just an ember remains. Morning sky cries, oh the rain's come down on the road where her laughter used to lay. Each drop's a tear from the clouds of my frown as the dust turns to mud where we once lay. Morning sky, tell me why do these winds still call out her name? Now the porch swings lonely, the cabin's bare, gravel roads wind empty, leading nowhere. That oak tree stands witness to the dreams we spun, its leaves now falling like the tears I shun. Where once was the warmth of her hand in mine, now just the cold grip of the passing time. The scarf she left, a token of her past, on the saddle lies faded as nothing can last. Morning sky cries, oh the rain's come down on the trails where we walk now overgrown. Each drop's a tear, and in their mirror I drown, searching for a shadow in the twilight throne. Morning sky, tell me why does this heart beat alone? Is it a curse or a blessing? The solitude
just a cross I bear. At every setting sun and rising moon, I find her smile in the night's soft croon. Morning sky cries, oh, the rains come cold, washing away the tracks we once rode. But her whispers still linger in the breezy sigh under the morning sky, where my heart lies. Oh, morning sky, until I die, I'll walk these lands with her by my side.
Out by the creek, under a sky so wide, where the oak trees whisper to the starlit ride, I found your scarf, a fragment in the wind, red as the sunset where our love began. Love waits in the shadow of the old porch swing, in every dust-kicked trail and the songs we'd sing. Rust on the saddle, rains on the plains. Love waits, but it's never quite the same. Rode past the cabin where we once lay low, now it's just the bones where the cold winds blow. Gravel roads where your laughter filled the air, now just a silence that I can't bear. Love waits in the shadow of the old porch swing, in every dust-kicked trail and the songs we sing. Rust on the saddle, rains on the plains. Love waits, but it's never quite the same. And under wide open skies, I reckon my heartache seen by stars that watched us dream once across these fields so green. Time's there a landless rider, it never heeds a plea, yet in its ruthless travel brings your memory back to me. Love waits in the silence of the fading trails, in the echoes of a song that the nightingale wails. Dust settles slow as my heart learns to roam. Love waits forever in this heart, your home. Sky, I recall her laughter mingling with the wind, our love a wild mare racing the fleeting clouds. Under her smile the sun had a certain bend,
By the old porch, time whispers through the creaking wood. Every board and nail soaked with dreams we once understood. Her smile remembers what my heart tries to forget. Each sunset bleeds in colors she once wore. Gravel roads my boots kick up the dust to regret. Trails we walk now just echoes in my core. Her eyes a mirror to the wide unending blue. In this lonesome spread, all I find is the ghost of her hue. Seasons turn like the pages of an old worn book. The cabin stands empty where once her laughter filled each nook. The scarf she left still lies quiet on the chair, faded like the memories of her care. Rain taps soft rhythms on the window like her gentle fingers. In the heart of the plains, her sweet scent still lingers. Her smile remembers what my heart tries to forget. Each sunset bleeds in color she once wore. Gravel roads my boots kick up the dust of regret. Trails we walk now just echoes in my core. Her eyes a mirror to the wide unending blue. In this lonesome spread, all I find is the ghost of her hue. Oh, how the mountains recall our silent cries under the vast, unyielding, stoic skies. I wander these lands of shadow in the twilight, chasing the whispers of her soft goodnight. Her smile remembers, oh, but I try to forget. Each dawn another scene of where we met, through the valleys and over the restless plain. Her smile remembers the love, the loss, the pain. Now every star above whispers her sweet name. In the quiet world I'm a lone candle flame. In her smile the wild land, the memory it stays. A cowboy's heart, forever wandering, forever swaying.
In the shadow of the bluff where the old oak tree stands, I found a cracked frame in the palm of my hands. A whisper of a scarf, faded red beneath the sun, held the scent of wild jasmine, our days on the run. We rode through the towns just like outlaws at play. That old porch was ours by the end of the day. Oh, the skies tell the tales of the lonesome and tried, and I roam through the echoes of her laugh that died. Like a ghost she's in the winds that the prairie sends my way. In a cracked frame left behind is where my heart will stay. Time washed over the gravel where we once laid our claim. Dust settled on the saddle, ain't nothing feels the same. Quiet haunts the cabin where laughter danced through air. Now it's just the creak and wood and the solace of despair. I trace the fading trails where her boots kick the dust. Each sunset bleeds the colors of the love we once discussed. Oh, the skies tell the tales of the lonesome and tried, and I roam through the echoes
echoes of her laugh that died. Like a ghost she's in the winds that the prairie sends my way. In a cracked frame left behind is where my heart will stay. By the dying light I see it clear. All that's left is the rust and the tears, as the stars peer down like eyes that know my sin. I whisper to the night, can't hold what might have been. So here's to the silence where old memories hide, to the trails that I wander and the tears I've denied. May the winds carry softly the sorrow I've earned, in a cracked frame left behind with the bridges I've burned. Yes, in a cracked frame left behind is where my heart will stay. Forever wandering under skies of ash and gray. By the oak tree we swore forever, under skies so wide and blue. Your scarf in the breeze like a promise, a dance of red against the hue. In a town where dreams whisper gently, on old porches our love knew. But the road called like a lonesome freight train, and my heart it just withdrew. This hat hides my eyes, shadowed deep with old regret. The sunset stained their colors on memories I can't forget. Empty cabins by the roadside where our whispers still collide. In the silence of these plains, it's your voice that's my guide. Now the gravel roads stretch out like tendrils, reaching places where shadows lay. And the dust kicks up with my sorrows, paving trails of ash and gray. Where the laughter echoed softly, now only echoes of your sway. By the creek bed under starlit heavens, I lost you along the way. This hat hides my eyes, shadowed deep with old regret. The sunsets paint their sorrows on a love I can't reset. Empty cabins, doors still creaking with our tales there intertwined. In the whispers of the wind, it's your touch I find. The saddle's worn, the leather cracked, just like the lines around my eyes. Each wrinkle a story, a path not taken under these endless aching skies. I wonder if the rain remembers the taste of tears I've cried for you. A downpour on this heartland, each drop a memory passing through. This hat hides my eyes, shadowed deep with old regret. The sunsets bleed their aching light on a past that haunts me yet. In every dusty mirror, your absence fiercely clings. But in the quiet of this wandering life, I still hear you sing. Oh, in the hollows of my heart, your love, a ghostly lingering sting.